What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Niner Sickness with the N.W.A podcast, joined by my co-pilot, Mr. E-Man himself. E-Man, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing tonight?
We are doing good, man. We're ready to talk some football. There's so much to talk about. Let's get this party definitely started. Let me get these names properly done here, right there. Boom. All right, so there's a lot of things we're going to talk about. Knight, how you doing, sir? What's up? We're going to wait for a couple of people to just drop in real quick. Let's see everybody that's coming in. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about these weekend games that just played, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Green Bay and Buccaneers game. We'll talk a little bit about the Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills, and we'll get a little bit into, not too much because it's 2 weeks away, but we'll talk a little bit about the Buccaneers and Chiefs. How you do? Welcome, Tom. Welcome, Javier, Dina. Welcome, Knight, Golden. Welcome to the show. And we're going to talk a little bit about our 49ers, obviously. This is the offseason. So there's a lot of speculation. Nothing is concrete. Nothing is for sure. Everything we talk about tonight is just speculations, just for the show. So don't take nothing with a grain of salt. If we talk about quarterbacks that can possibly come to the Niners instead of Jimmy G, it's not something that, because we talk about it, it's going to happen or should happen. It's just going to be conversational for tonight's show. So if some of the topics we bring you're not completely agreeable with, that's fine. Let's just agree to disagree on tonight's show, and let's keep it classy in the comments, and we should be good. How was your weekend there, Mr. E-Man?
I had to work this past weekend, but today was great. I was off today, so that's why I'm here, able to join you guys. Thank you guys for coming in and tuning in with us.
Yeah, I appreciate having you here, brother. It was we missed you on Friday, but I know that you got to take care of business. I know you got to take care of your family, man, and we preach this all the time, man. This is fun to do. We enjoy our podcast, but we got to take care of our priorities first, and that's what you were doing, man. So the good thing about being four of us on here, though, if some of us can't make it, the rest of us will hold it down. Tonight, it looks like it's going to be me and you. We might be joined by Mike, Florida Mike. The Boston Hater may come on the comments, but he's working tonight, so he won't be on the show. He's mostly more active on Fridays. But it's a 4-tag team show, and when one can't make it, the other one step up. So I'm glad to have you, brother. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, likewise, man. What's going on, Javier? Glad you're feeling a lot better.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Javier's he called on my show the other night. On my show I had 2 calls, and I had Javier call in, Dina Harvey called in. We had a great time on the Niners report show, man. It was fun. So, but we're gonna keep it forward. So, what impressed you, Mr. E-Man? Let's talk a little bit first about the Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. What impressed you, and what disappointed you? Do you think the right team, without being biased, do you think the right team moved on, and not the Green Bay Packers? Or do you think the Green Bay Packers because if you look at what Tom Brady performance over Aaron Rodgers, man, three touchdown to three interception ratio, it was pretty bad. It's just that Green Bay just couldn't come through at the end. But what was your thoughts on that game?
He played fair, up until I'd say Tampa Bay dominated most of the game as far as with Tom with his play until he started to produce turnovers. But Tampa's defense kind of was able to contain Green Bay, uh, even to the last part of the game. So as far as I think Tampa Bay deserved to move on, they played better overall. It'd have been nice to see Green Bay get there, but they still have to step their defense up. They still got to work on that defense.
Yeah,
Uh, and as far as Tampa goes, I mean, Tom's not going to be able to do that against Kansas City. He's not going to be able to throw three interceptions and not have consequences.
not with Patrick Mahomes on the other side.
No, definitely. I mean, nothing against Aaron Rodgers, but Green Bay wishes they had the weapons that Kansas City has in their backfield and their receiving core. Overall, as a total complete offense, Aaron Rodgers would be a 5,000 yard passer easy with the weapons.
Oops. Go ahead. I'm hit the wrong button here. Go ahead.
What are you doing?
Something. Hold on.
But granted,
Go ahead.
they're gonna have to get better. They're gonna have to. They're definitely gonna have to play a lot better than throwing. Making those turnovers and whatnot. They're gonna have to clean that up if they're gonna want to win.
Yeah, definitely. Just to answer Golden Knights, it's there's a particular jersey. It's LeBron James. I was gonna show you the back of my jersey with my back camera, but having I set it up for one person, not two, and that's on me. Now I learn to when I need to set up my back camera when I have people with me on here. So anyway, it's LeBron James, but you're right. Absolutely agree with you 100%, E-Man. Tom Brady's not going to have the luxury to make those mistakes against a Kansas City Chiefs. Um, uh, these guys are playing good. The defense is playing great, but that offense, man, that offense is humming for the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are a little bit better this year than they were last year, in my opinion. And that defense for Tampa is definitely going to have to step up. But before we go a little bit forward between the Chiefs and the Buccaneers, that Green Bay game, the Buccaneers started to dominate it right away. I mean, that 8 second late touchdown to Tom Brady with 8 seconds to go in the half was it was crazy, man. The defenders were not. I don't know what they were doing, but with that said, I saw an adjustment in the second half. The defense of the Packers came out to play. Allegier had two interceptions. That defense played, got the team back on course, got them within 5 points. But the offense just could not stop that pass rush of the Bucks. They definitely missed their left tackle. What was his name? I can't forget his name. The one that is hurt. Um,
Started with a B. I can't say it, but
yeah, I can't pronounce his name either. I know what his name is, but I can't pronounce it. So I'm trying to move you. You're way to the left. But anyway, so
Picari.
yeah. Anyway, everybody knows that the Fiore, Paparori, Tictorori, some type of Yori. Anyway, he was definitely missed in that offense, and Tampa Bay had their way, but I don't expect the Chiefs to be dominant that way. So moving away real quick over to the Chiefs and Buffalo
I
game.
did have one more comment on that one, and
Okay.
also coaching lost that game too. You're down by 5 and instead of punching it and trying to punch it in one more time, they kick a field goal, a meaningless field goal, and then they give the ball back to Tampa and they never see it again.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can see the frustration
That
in
was
Aaron Rodgers
that was
and
that
his
was ignorant.
yeah. Well, I mean, they had all their
If they had
time,
more time on the clock, I would understand, but at that point in time, they needed to go for the win, and they did.
but they had 3 timeouts, and their defense was playing really good for the Green Bay Packers. I don't know. It was a gutsy call. I would have went for it as well. I just think that LaFleur had confidence in his defense and not enough confidence on his offensive line, and they didn't. He didn't think the offensive line can get that first down, and it came out and bite him in the butt. And here we are. Tampa Bay is in the Super Bowl and not Green Bay. So it is what it is, man. We have the Boston hater on the in the chat. Welcome.
What up, Nate?
So let's see here. Let me look at some questions. Okay, I must have went down. I will soon overtake the Knights. Javier Rios, I'm glad you hear you are doing better. Boston hater is taking care of the prisoners. Love that guy. There you go. Boston hater in the house too. What's up? Everybody saying hi to Boston hater. Let's see here. Fellas, no need to change quarterbacks. We are a Super Bowl team. Leave it
Yes.
where it is. It's at where it's at. I am wrong. I am wrong, fellas. So you're saying to leave the quarterback where he is, but at the end you're saying I am wrong, fellas. So are you
He said
contradicting
that.
yourself? Huh?
He asked if he was wrong.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, it was a,
You go ahead and answer that question. E-Man, is he right or wrong?
I don't think we make a trade for a quarterback. I think we bring back Jimmy. That's where my thoughts are. If we're gonna if we're gonna address the quarterback position, it needs to be in the draft.
Yeah, but it's not going to be in the number. It's
Yeah,
not going to be with the number 1 pick overall.
no, take a second rounder. We just need a backup to Jimmy.
Okay. So you want to ride with
Our
Jimmy one more
backup.
year, huh?
Yeah,
Pay him that $26
I mean,
million dollars so he can sit on the bench if he gets hurt.
if he gets hurt, he gets hurt as a part of playing football.
Yeah, expensive. $26 million dollars is pretty expensive chance.
Or you can bring somebody else that gets hurt.
True. Anybody gets hurt. It's football. Anybody can get hurt. But
That's football. Yeah. I don't think he's played bad enough to just go out and totally replace him.
yeah, I don't think he's played bad enough either. I just think that he's reached his ceiling on what he can do with our offense and the playbook.
Well,
Um,
bringing in somebody that's almost 40 years old is not going to make our team better.
you don't know that.
Not long, not long term wise, no.
No, okay. Long term wise, you're right, but you don't know that. And for people that think that Tom Brady would have made a difference with the Niners this year, um, that is incorrect. Even though he's played well with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and he's in the Super Bowl, but keep in mind, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though they lost a few players here and there, they did not lose half of their team like the Niners did. So, just to make sure I get that out of the way, anybody that thinks that bringing in Tom Brady last year would have made us, maybe we would have got in the playoffs, but how far, I don't know, based on the injuries that we have. But, you know, Matthew Stafford is not in his 40s. He's only 30. He's going to be 33 next month. He's not, he's only, 3 years older than Jimmy. So, and I don't want to, a lot of people are going to talk about Aaron Rodgers. We don't need Aaron Rodgers over here either. He's going to cost too much. And for what, another 2 years? So if I had to choose between Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy, I'd rather just ride with Jimmy one more year. Yes, is Rodgers a better quarterback? Of course, but his age is there, and to commit to Rodgers for a year or two is just too risky. in
Well,
my
what's the
opinion.
difference between rolling with Jimmy and picking up Aaron Rodgers? And you can always draft a quarterback later on.
Rolling with Jimmy and picking up Aaron Rodgers.
No, I said, what's the difference between the two? I mean,
Clarify yourself.
verify myself. Okay, we if we roll with Jimmy and draft a quarterback, say second round or whatever, what's the difference between doing that or dropping Jimmy and picking up Aaron Rodgers and drafting a quarterback like in the future? There's really not much difference. Overall, our future's going to be dependent on our future's going to be looking at the quarterback position one way or another, be this year, next year, year after.
Well, the difference is,
So,
in my opinion, is if you draft a quarterback, no matter what, whether you have Rodgers or you have Jimmy, in the second or third round to develop, we have to wait to see how he develops. But if you talk about immediately making an impact, Rodgers would be better than Jimmy, based on what he can do on the field, the way he can read defenses, the way he can um, throw the ball around, in my opinion. But again,
Rodgers would be better than any of the quarterback availables that's been talked about, regardless of his age. He would be the best prospect.
I think Deshaun Watson would be better.
I disagree.
Uh, that's your opinion. I think Deshaun Watson's a better quarterback. Not only is he better, would be better is longevity. We can sign him for and have him for another 10 to 15 years. You're not going to get that out of Rodgers. So
He's gonna cost a fortune over them 10 years too.
yeah, but he's a top five quarterback. Of course, he's going to cost a fortune. If you want to live luxury and you want to live in a nice house, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah,
And the choice of the reason why you're paying all that money for the nice house is because you want to live in comfort.
we're
If you
not gonna
want
go
if you want a quarterback with that type of caliber, uh, top of the top five quarterback that can win you multiple championships, you're going to have to pay for him. You're not going to get him cheap.
well, and I mean, like you said, we got other positions that need attending to as well as the secondaries, all free agents. You can't, you're gonna lose a lot of talent that way. Whereas that if we say, for instance, did keep Jimmy and draft a quarterback, then or even let Jimmy go and roll with the number one pick and just take our chances, then we would be able to build around that quarterback for the next 3 or 4 years and not have to worry about the salary cap as much.
Okay, so you're not for Watson then. Just want to make sure
Not
we're clear.
well, no, I'm not. Not longevity wise, no. The
You rather go with Jimmy over Deshaun Watson.
As far as being able to retain our talent, yes, over the next couple of years.
Okay. Well, I humbly disagree. I think Watson is the type of quarterback you can build around, and he can, like Nate says in the past, he moves the needle. He's able to get games to win for us. We can always surround what's up. We don't have to get top flight players uh, around. As long as you have a good quarterback, you can have. We can lose Bosa, for example, and just keep a Hyder. And even though Hyder's not in the same caliber as Bosa, but when you have a quarterback like Deshaun Watson, I'll put it this way: if I had to choose between Deshaun Watson and Hyder over Jimmy and Bosa, I will go with Hyder and Deshaun Watson, in my opinion, because I think that Watson is just that good of a quarterback.
I'm not. I'm not. Honestly, I would take Jimmy and Nick over those two together. But if I had to, I mean, overall, yeah, Deshaun Watson is the better choice than Jimmy. But he's going to cost you $35 million the next year.
And he's not worth it.
I'm not saying he ain't worth it. It's just you already got 1 year dropping down to $22.5 million. Another, yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to come into play. We already know that our defense is going to be torn apart this coming year. It's not going to be the same, and not have the same coaches. So That's really where the biggest concern should be at is the secondary and the defense.
Well, the secondary can be established through the draft. I mean, we have 10 picks this year in the draft, and we just got to draft a right. We got to make sure we bring in the right player. I understand that the draft is a crapshoot, but
Yeah.
I think if we bring Deshaun Watson and we have our start quarterback going forward, um, I think we can still sign Trent Williams and keep Deshaun Watson. We're not going to lose Trent Williams, but we probably won't be able to sign Bosa when Bosa's contract comes up. So that's somebody we may lose. But everyone has their entitled to their opinion. Everybody thinks which direction we should go, and that's okay. We're all fans. We love our football, and we have our thoughts on which direction the Niners should go and what's best for the Niners. And none of us are right. None of us are wrong for the fact that none of us are the GM. It's going to be up to John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan to ultimately make that decision. But this is the fun part of having a show in the off season. It's just to bring a speculation, bring thoughts on what could happen and what we would like to happen and why it should happen, why it shouldn't happen, and just for conversational purposes. But at the end of the day, ultimately the decisions are going to be made by John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. Some of us are going to be okay with it, and others are not going to be okay with that decision. But we have to ride with the 49ers regardless of what decisions are made.
So yeah, I mean, our defense ain't going to be there to bail us out. Like, I mean, overall, like with the quarterback play that we had last year, well, last year because our season's over. But I think I think the fact that certain aspects of the way that our offense performed with Jimmy hurt really made our defense look better than it was even without the pass rush. But we're gonna have our guys back. Um, and I mean, yeah, Salah's gonna be a big piece. It's gonna be missed on that defense. So it'll have to be, we'll have to see where we sit with D'Amico Ryan's when it comes to our defense.
Knight said we should trade you. That's messed up. Don't
That's fine.
be nice, Knight. Don't be mean. Eric is one of the boys. He ain't going nowhere. I will fight to the teeth for my boy Eric. He isn't going anywhere.
But I mean, yeah, we left out Stafford out of the conversation too. I mean, I wouldn't give up a if we had the choice of giving up two firsts for Deshaun Watson or trading like a third and a fifth for Matt Stafford. Which way would you go with that pick? Which way? Which direction would you go?
I would go Deshaun Watson. You got you again. Deshaun Watson is a quarterback that you can move for 10 to 15 years with him. Matthew Stafford can win us games now, but his longevity is not there either. He's going to be good, and not only that, but Matthew Stafford also is injury prone. Everybody gets injured. I understand it's football, but um, the mobility and the longevity of Deshaun Watson is something. If you're going to give away so much draft picks for someone, you're going to do it for Deshaun Watson. A third and a second and a third for Stafford is not bad if the option of Deshaun is not on the table any longer. If that's not if that's not on the table, then I would definitely look at a second and third for Stafford. Absolutely. But as long as the play is there for Deshaun Watson, I don't want to make no commitment to any other team about giving in any round picks until I know that Deshaun Watson is not available, and then I'll move on from there. But for me, ultimately, Deshaun Watson is the number one choice if he is available and if we can get him based on what they're asking for him. But I would give two number ones, two number twos, and Nick Bosa for him.
Oof, I'm glad you ain't the GM, brother. That's a
Uh,
lot to give up.
And again, I don't think I'm alone on that.
Two number ones, two number twos, and Nick Bosa. Yeah,
So why wouldn't you give up that for him? You don't think
that's
just
too much
Deshaun's
draft
worth it,
capital.
huh?
That's way too much draft capital.
But look who you're getting, though. You're not going after Matthew Stafford. You're going after Deshaun Watson. Do you understand what Deshaun Watson can do for a team like ours going forward?
Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, that's ludicrous. That's you're giving up essentially 5 players for one.
Stop
And
repeating my words. I'm saying so many words there, Boston. You got to be specific. Which words I'm repeating? Are you? What are you referring to the repeat part? But if I'm repeating your words, then hey, be quiet. That's good. We will. Well, we all want best for the Niners. Faithful, absolutely. Um, Again, it's just like I said. Everything is speculation tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's all conversational. But Eric feels, and he's entitled. Nobody's right or wrong here tonight. Eric feels that roll with Jimmy, draft and don't give up capital, and then draft a quarterback in the second round and develop him behind Jimmy, and hopefully he can take over Jimmy. That's not a bad idea either. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying if that opportunity is available for a caliber of quarterback like Deshaun Watson, and he is a top five, a tier number one type of quarterback, you're going to have to pay a price for him. And yes, 2 number ones and 2 number twos are steep, but again, draft is a crapshoot. You don't know what you're going to get with the draft. Look at Solomon Thomas. He didn't plan out, and he was a 3rd overall pick, and he's garbage. So, you know what you're getting in Deshaun Watson. You know what he can do for your team. So, to me, it's not a steep price. And I would rather keep Nick Bosa, absolutely. But if Nick Bosa is the tipping scale to get Watson, bye-bye, Bosa. See you later. And we'll go from there. But that's just my opinion. People can agree or disagree. But I stand by that strongly. And I love Bosa. I have his jersey. But if I had to choose between Deshaun Watson over Bosa, and if I don't stand correct, this is probably one of the things I'm going to be repeat from Boston. Which one tips the scale more, Deshaun Watson or Bosa, to win games? I think Deshaun Watson will win you more games than Bosa would, wouldn't he?
well, obviously,
So
yeah. I mean,
who would you rather
you
have?
would. I wouldn't give up 2 first in 2 seconds and Bosa. Maybe a first and and Bosa and a day 2 pick. But two, you're talking about 5 picks. Well, 4 picks and essentially
And a player.
a
Well,
pass.
five picks because he cost us a pick, right?
Yeah, but he's like another first round.
So that'll be 3 first rounds and 2. So basically, it's 2 first rounds and 2 seconds, right?
Basically, but I mean, no, you're basically 3. That would be 3 and 2, 3 first rounders essentially.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just like I said,
That's a little steep.
huh?
I said I still think it's a little steep, but I mean,
It is, but again, it's all
I
about
don't even think
it's
I
all
don't
about
even know if he
luxury.
would.
I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, we know that he wants out, but they might try to find ways to amend that and keep him there.
Well, of course. I mean, the possibility of him staying there is there. The possibility of him going to the Jets is there. I mean, it's not certain that he'll come to the Niners. All I'm saying is, if the option is there for us to get him and get a caliber of player like Deshaun Watson that is a top 5, you pay that price to get him. I wouldn't pay it for Stafford. I definitely wouldn't pay it for Aaron Rodgers. Not at this point of his career. In the beginning of his career, it's a different story. But at this latter part of it, I wouldn't give up that much capital. I would definitely do it for Deshaun Watson because we know, he played on a terrible team this season. And look at his numbers. This kid was incredible. I am still upset that we didn't draft him. And if we would have drafted him, if we would have drafted Deshaun Watson in the first place, guess what? We wouldn't have Bosa would not have been on the team. You know that, right? You there?
I'm unmuted. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been there. I
So
mean,
if we get rid of Bosa
well,
now, it's in
actually,
the same thing.
there's no way of really knowing because actually Deshaun tore his ACL as well.
Not the same year as
So
Garoppolo.
mm,
Gar-
yeah, I don't know.
No, it was the year after. He tore it in 20, I think 2018. But
I don't know. I haven't.
the year that Garoppolo went down, Deshaun Watson had a full year. There's no way we would have got Bosa at that particular time. I mean, so again, I'm not trying to get rid of Bosa. I want to make sure all the viewers understand that. I would if we can. There's no way we're getting them for two number ones and two number twos only. No way. But just for sake of argument, if the Houston Texans have done some stupid stuff, as we all know, getting rid of Hawkins to the Cardinals and so much. So if they're stupid enough to take just two number ones and two number twos without an elite player, then hey, everybody's happy. We got Deshaun and we keep Bosa. But I'm telling you, he's such a good player. Even a stupid team like the Texans have to wake up one day and say, you know what? There's no way I'm doing this. And they're going to want an elite player. Would you rather give Bosa or Fred Warner in that trade?
Posa definitely.
There you go.
We can always draft. We can always draft a pass rusher. Fred
Exactly.
Warner's
Fred Warner is a quarterback of that defense, bro. I agree with you
yeah.
100%
If
there.
you lose Fred Warner, then our defense, our linebacking crew will be all jacked up. You've seen what we did without Bosa.
Did you read that comment?
Yeah.
That's why Eric is a positional coach, and I am a GM. Overruled Eric, and it's okay. I mean, listen, Eric. We all know that you're not wrong. We're not right. I'm not right. It's all just speculations, man. I understand your point of view too, though. I understand when
Yeah, with that,
you want to keep Jimmy, you want to draft a quarterback and develop him, and continue to replenish our secondary and our defense because we're going to lose some players. I understand that, and that's a direction that we can possibly go as well. It's just I don't know, man. It's like when you have a Lamborghini sitting there and you have a Toyota uh, next to it, you're going to want the Lamborghini. But guess what's going to be more expensive to have? The Lamborghini. Which one are you going to enjoy more? The Lamborghini. Now, the Toyota will get you the same place that the Lamborghini gets you, but you're going to enjoy the ride in the Lamborghini over the Toyota. That's just my opinion. But you're going to pay for that luxury, unfortunately.
just hear me out on this. And this is, I mean, this is. There's a couple of different scenarios you can do this. Either either Zach Wilson does drop to us at 12 in the first round and we take him, or in the second round we take Mac Jones that or Kyle Trask or whatever, that
Okay.
style of quarterback. Kyle Trask is kind of a pocket passer or whatnot. Not a lot of mobility, not much difference than Jimmy. Uh, I like Mac Jones a little. I like Mac Jones a lot more than I do Kyle Trask. And we have him sit behind Jimmy this year, maybe even the next year. If he has to come in and play, then so be it. But we have 10 picks in the draft, so some of these players that are going in free agency, Sherman, maybe K'Wan Williams. We don't know about Trent Williams yet. Juice. Uh, trying to think what other positions. Still even though we have Nick Bosa and Armstead, still have no depth. I mean, we couldn't get there without Bosa there, and Kinlaw. We drafted him to take DeForest's spot. So we may need a corner because Sherman's gone. Witherspoon's probably gone. I do see us bringing back Emmanuel Mosley. Tart's gone. We'll probably need a safety there. So yeah, there's a lot of holes to fill. So we're gonna need these picks. Uh, and then in a couple of years, I mean, if we do go the Mac Jones route or Zach Williams, whoever the hell we draft, next year we can extend out players like Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. Um, Hell, we'll be able to re-sign Laken Tomlinson because he's going to be a big piece. We're going to lose if we go out and get another player to extension or whatever. So, and then our running back crew has been beat the hell up the last couple of years. Uh, Coleman's gone, which I'm not losing any sleep over him or McKinnon. Jack can f off, like he said. Uh, we can focus on having Mostert, Hasty, Wilson, maybe even bring in another undrafted or a late bloomer. So, yeah, that's really the typical. That seems like the direction that I see that I could envision this 49er team doing. But granted, yeah, like you said, if you get an opportunity to go after Deshaun Watson at what cost, you probably going to take it. You're not gonna pass that up.
Yeah, it's and I understand exactly what you're saying, Eric, and you make a lot of good, valid points. You're not wrong in your theory and your way of thinking. You're just, you want to ride with Jimmy. You want to develop a quarterback, and that's something that you can definitely a route we can go. We can definitely develop a quarterback, Mac Jones, and behind Jimmy. I don't even know if Deshaun Watson is going to be available for us anyway. So it's all speculation, but I'm just saying if you get an opportunity to get a caliber quarterback like Deshaun Watson, you just go for it, and then let the rest of the puzzles just fall in.
And we may even be able to get,
What's going on
if it was
here?
a much cheaper cost, then yeah, we could. I mean, even going the route of Stafford wouldn't be too bad either. But as long as the cost, yeah, I mean, we don't want to mortgage our future.
You are we really though? I mean,
Uh,
we're not doing it for look at what does Seattle give for? Seattle gave two number ones for a safety, a box safety, right?
yeah,
Okay, that's a safety that you even said yourself it can't play the whole field. He's just a box safety, correct? Right?
yeah,
And,
and
and they
look at
gave
his style of play.
yeah, and they gave two number ones for him. You think that Deshaun Watson is not worth more than two number ones?
I'm not saying he isn't, but it'd be. I mean, it depends on how much more capital you're talking about giving up.
It's going to be at least a minimum of two number ones, two number twos, and a prime player on your team.
Yeah,
Freaking Nate. Eric, you're not wrong. You're incorrect.
I'll be glad when this free agency and draft and all this shit's over with, so we can stop with this back.
Don't take it personal, bro. It's all. This is what a podcast is. It's all speculation. It's not who wins or who loses, who's right or who's wrong. If we have nothing to talk about, why even have a podcast? Um, if we end up with I mean whatever like again like I said in the beginning, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are going to make the decision, not us. We're just speculating. We none of us we probably will we'll probably end up with somebody like Sam Darnold, God forbid. Uh, and then we're talking about Deshaun, we're talking about Stafford, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers, and hold to behold, here comes Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? And we trade Bosa for the number two pick. You know what I mean? Oh,
No,
real quick, would you trade Bosa for the number two pick and then get Wilson or one of the quarterbacks up there?
yeah, I would.
You really?
So if Trevor Lawrence, if they pass on Trevor Lawrence,
No,
I
no,
would
no.
absolutely.
There, nobody's gonna pass on Trevor Lawrence, bro. Wake up. Not now. You're being dumb. I mean, I know it's the Jaguars. I know, but come on. Not even the Jaguars are stupid enough to pass on the best quarterback that to come
I
out.
don't know. Look who their damn GM is. He didn't. Look at their GM. Then,
Real
I
quick,
mean, there's nothing
Javier,
set in stone.
hit me up
Look,
later. Hit
Baker
me up
Mayfield.
later about that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Baker Mayfield was a clear #1 pick when he when he was available. And
Well,
look at
no,
the direction.
okay, but so you're comparing Baker Mayfield coming out of college to to Trevor Lawrence.
No, I'm just saying you're passing up the clear best player, the best quarterback that was coming out of that class for somebody else.
Exactly. Well, and to Nate's point, if I can't mess with you guys, why be on here? Absolutely. All I know is I know you're getting a little bit. Listen, we're all having fun. We're joining each other, man. We're gonna talk stupidity. Nobody talks no more stupidity than me from the four panels, and I'll be the first one to raise my hand. I'm the most idiotic person that drives Nate nuts with let's bring Aaron Rodgers and give away 3 first rounds. No, just kidding. But my point to that is it's all in fun. If you can't have fun doing a podcast, because I sense it in, not that I'm trying to, I sense it in your voice when you're like, I can't wait until this thing is over with so that we can talking this nonsense. Well, this is what keeps a podcast going, is all this nonsense. Just, hey, man, let it be water off a duck's back. Whatever you think is, whatever I say you agree with me. Whatever you don't think, agree with me. Say, hey, Albert, shut up. I don't agree with you, and that's all good. It's all for fun. Don't take it personal. And if anybody makes comments, don't take it personal, brother. It's all for fun. And I'm not saying you are taking it personal. I'm not saying that, but just based on your comment about you can't wait for this to be over, so this nonsense can be over with. We are a podcast. What other things we're going to talk about? I love the way your hair looks. I love your shirt.
Yeah, nice jerseys.
Yeah, see, yeah, I'm getting my nails done on Friday. No, you know what? I'm sorry. I do not want to be disrespectful to the women.
Can you lose the can we at least lose the shades?
Oh yeah. There you
There.
go. How's that?
There we go.
I forgot I had them on. Seriously.
Well, you couldn't see what you were saying tonight.
And then you should have told me to take them off a long time ago. Why did you wait this long? You're supposed to have my back. I don't feel like you have my back. Huh?
You got a camera for that now.
No, I'm not even going to mess with that right now. After I split everybody in half. Actually, because I am totally against this during the season, I would say the same thing to Eric said. What did Eric say?
Oh, talking about
I know.
tired of hearing
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is listen. Nonsense during the season is one thing. I agree. But if you're in the off season, I mean, nonsense. Not that we're going to get stupid and talk very nonsense like, let's give 2 number ones for Matthew Stafford. That's beyond nonsense. But we are definitely going to talk things that not all of us are going to agree. But these are things that we talk in the off season. Otherwise, what do we have to talk about? Now, we just can't get too crazy. Like, we're going to give 2 number ones and a number 2 for Aaron Rodgers. Now, that's beyond nonsense.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
This is another speculation scenario, but say, for instance, that Dak Prescott gets traded out of Dallas.
Okay.
Same thing that you're talking about for Deshaun Watson.
Nope.
But Deshaun Watson's not available. Do you do it?
Nope. I will not get this. I will not get the same capital. Listen, in my humble opinion, Dak Prescott is an upgrade over Jimmy. Not by much, but he is an upgrade. Okay. Jimmy is a Cadillac. Prescott is a Mercedes, and Watson is a Lamborghini, in my opinion. I don't have to get into that Mercedes. I can stay with my Cadillac if I have to give too much. But if I get the opportunity to go from a Cadillac to a Lamborghini, I am with it, baby. I can't fit in one anyway, but, for the fun of it. I tried to get in a Corvette one time, and I was smaller. We were doing a car wash. I got into one of those Stingray Corvettes, and I couldn't get out People had to help me out, man. Those things sunk me in like a suction. So, but I'll still go after a Lamborghini, even if I just park it in my garage and have my nieces drive it. I'm glad I
Yeah,
made you smile, though.
I'm with you there. I think I think it the same way. It's a little. I mean, I kind of put Stafford and
I'm
I
sorry.
kind of put Stafford Prescott closely together when it comes to thought process.
Okay. Now
Of course,
Stafford would be cheaper, right?
absolutely Stafford would be a lot cheaper than Dak Prescott.
Now you can ride Prescott a little bit longer than you can Stafford, but I wouldn't trade capital for Prescott.
Prescott, no, I
Absolutely
wouldn't
not.
either.
No, I agree. I will ride with Jimmy. Like I said, I don't think that Jimmy's. Listen, in case people get the wrong impression that I dislike Jimmy, I don't. I like Jimmy. We won a lot of games with Jimmy. Jimmy has won games for our San Francisco 49ers. Mullins has done crap. CJ has done crap. We can win with Jimmy. All I'm saying, if there's an opportunity to get a better caliber quarterback of Deshaun Watson, I would do it. But if we can't bring nobody in that's capable to replace Jimmy, that we can sit there and go, okay, it's definitely an upgrade, then I'm riding with Jimmy. I'm not going to trade Jimmy and wind up with Sam Donald. Heck no. I'm riding with Jimmy. That's all I'm saying. Now, a lot of people may not agree. I think Stafford is a little bit of an upgrade than Jimmy, but
Yeah,
I wouldn't give a lot of picks for Stafford either. I would not. People have asked me, would you willing to give the number 12 spot in the first round for Stafford? I would not.
no, I don't think he's worth the number one.
Whether
I
he's worth it
mean,
or not, I just don't think he's
well,
worth
he
that
may be
high
worth
of
the
a
number
number one.
one. He may be. Yeah, I was gonna say he's more of a later number one,
Yes.
maybe for a team that would be considered a two. But yes,
Stupid.
he said,
He goes,
he
did you
did.
just see Mullins? And then look what he puts on here. Podcast over. I was making a point, bro. I was making a point. I wasn't rooting for them. I want to tell you, Niner family, tomorrow is my son's Lucky's birthday. Hey, well, in behalf of the N.W.A. podcast, myself, Eric, and the Boston Hater, and Florida Mike, tell your I just say your husband, excuse me, tell your son, happy birthday from the N.W.A. podcast. The problem of having too many podcasts, you try to get to remember which podcast you're in. That's hard. But happy birthday, Lucky. If you watch this video on the replay, happy birthday. In honor of Lucky's birthday tomorrow, we're going to have Eric sing happy birthday.
I'm not much of a singer. Sorry.
What?
I'll find you a good video.
Happy birthday to you. Come on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lucky. Happy birthday to you. There you go. I just scared all the mice in my office. They're gone. It's all fun, bro. I love to have fun, bro. I am the first one to make an idiot out of myself, and I got no problem doing so. Beto, I disagree. I think we go for Stafford with our number 12. Tom, I am not. The words of E-Man, I am glad you're not the GM of the 49ers, because I would not give the number 12 for Stafford. They can they can get hurt in the first play of the first game. No. But that's me, though.
Look at that. Look at that offensive line, though. Eh?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
You gotta think about that. Stafford's a hell of a quarterback. I don't care what people say.
Boston
Birthday in
sucks.
Boston sucks. I
Hey,
knew he was gonna say something on the lines of that.
hey, Kathy, remind your son, Lucky, if you're watching this video in the replay, happy birthday, brother. But don't you wish you were a Lakers fan? 17 championships, bro. We're right with you, and we're gonna get our 18 before Boston even touches it. By the way, happy birthday, brother. Don't be shy, Eric. Don't be shy, Eric. Take off your shirt, Eric. Take off your shirt. Take off your shirt. Break that ice.
I'm good.
All right, all right.
Nobody wants to see a fat guy's belly on this show.
There you go. You're
I
breaking
was
out. There you go.
I was gonna say the A word, but
Now be
we got
careful.
kids.
Yes, yes. I'm one of them. Do not cuss in front of me. My
Only
mom
you're
says,
allowed to cuss.
I don't want my dad to come up to the door and say, "Who are you talking to, son?" And then me just disappear from the face of the chat because my daddy doesn't let me talk to strangers. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I'm talking out loud again. My apologies. Our offensive line was good. It was Mullins who made them look worse. I think that Nate's point that our pointed out previously. I agree. Stafford hasn't had a real shot with the Lions. Shut up, Beto. Okay, I can't talk no more. Go ahead. Take over the show.
If you want to break down stats with Stafford and what he's done, I mean, he's carried that Detroit team for a long time. You can't talk. Tell him.
You got the love, Niner sickness. The brother is a champ. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. It's all about. You know what? I'm a 50-year-old man that loves to have fun, man. You know, life is too short to be too serious. Nate will tell you I ordered some pom poms on Amazon, some pink pom poms, and I'm gonna come on here with my pom poms, and I'm gonna be the best cheerleader for this podcast, baby. And I'm gonna have my hairdo ready. I'm gonna have a little bowl, and watch. I'm gonna look so cute with my pom poms. I cannot wait. And if you don't like it, oh wow. All right, enough of that stuff.
Where's that denied button at?
Huh? That one?
I said, where's that denied button?
Denied.
Thank you, Corey. You can talk, Beto. All right, I appreciate that. He broke that curse that Nate put on me. Much respect, Corey. My Nick Mullins fan. You pointed out the stats previously, Nate.
Matt Stafford hadn't had a bad season as a quarterback since his rookie season.
No, Matt Stafford is. I mean, look what he's. I put a video. I don't know if you guys seen it, but when he got hurt in his arm, he got on his arm and he went off during the timeout. Yeah, he's definitely tough as nails. He's not made out of glass for sure, man. That kid has a lot of heart. It's just he's never been surrounded by. It's funny, ironic for a team that took a bunch of receivers for the 3 or 4 first rounds. Now does not bring no receivers to complement him in that offense. Imagine what Stafford can do with Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. He definitely can help Brandon Ayuk more in that deep ball. And with Kittle, Raheem Mostert, and even KB if he comes back. I don't think he'll be back, but there's just some more. There's some more potential with Matthew Stafford than. Let me ask you this: you would take Stafford over Jimmy?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, see there you go. And you know
that is one quarterback that if the cost was not costly, yeah, he's definitely an upgrade. And your statement about him being injury prone, he's not really injury prone. He hasn't missed an entire season in his career. He missed some games last year, but outside of that, no. And by then, their season was pretty much over, anyways.
Congratulations, Corey. You stepped away from the dark side and you came into the light. Welcome to the light, Corey. I'm glad you woke up and realized that. Did you burn that jersey? If
Don't
you
do it.
don't do it, don't do it. Just don't wear it. Dina says, "What are you going to do about safety?" I know Tart's not coming back. Most likely, Tart will be going to the Jets and follow Saleh possibly. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the only signed secondary that we have is Ward. He is the only signed player on our secondary. Everyone else is a free agent. So we're going to have a lot of work done to complete that secondary, man. Jason Verrett is not a certain thing he'll sign back with us. What is his name? Akulo Witherspoon may not be back with us. Akulo Witherspoon may not be back with us. Emmanuel Mosley may not be back with us. K1 is most likely K1 is more likely gone. So there's going, like you said, Eric, there's going to be a lot of changes. Start the 2021 season, and this team is definitely going to look different. I just hope that they make the right moves this offseason to trying to eliminate as much damage as possible and try to keep a good team together.
I think. Well, I know that. What was the other safety I was thinking of? Not more, but shit. Who's the other safety?
On our team?
Yes.
I'm
I'm having a brain fart because he's a backup, but Marcel Harris.
Marcel Harris.
I know
yeah.
he's a restricted free agent. I think we bring him back, but another safety like scenario where kind of like the Verrett situation where he was hurt, but he's actually a pro. He's actually a great player when he's healthy. Is Keanu Neal from Atlanta? That would be a great cheap option for us if we're looking for a free agent to replace Tart.
I like that. I do. I like that.
I like him a lot. He's just hit an injury bug, and we seem to be that kind of team that likes that low.
No. Stop, Balak. You're with the Jaguars now. You are no longer here. None of that.
Well, if you can bring him in on a veteran minimum or something like that for a 1 year deal and get the most out of him, then you're going to do it.
Okay, especially I'm going to start calling. I'm going to start calling you Trent. Yo, Trent. Let's bring injured players. Man, that guy. I don't know. I don't know what the Jaguars were thinking about him.
Fitzpatrick's got to play for all 32 teams before he retires, right?
Yeah, I like Fitzpatrick actually. Personally, I
wouldn't be opposed for him to be in a back.
Yeah, even I would like to keep if we do keep Jimmy, like you said, draft a quarterback to develop and have Fitzpatrick as a backup to Jimmy. In case something happens to Jimmy, you can win games with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Absolutely. That would be a nice way to go as well. But I like that safety. But you are taking chances with an injured. But if you look at, we took a chance on Jason Verrett, didn't we? And he planned out.
Taking chances on several players.
So sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're a nut, sometimes you're not. It depends. Sometimes you go to McDonald's, sometimes you go to Burger King.
Richard Sherman coming off an Achilles tear. I mean, we took a chance on him.
Yeah, look at he's planned out for us while he was here, and we're not getting rid of him because he's not good or he's not healthy. We're getting rid of him because he's going to cost us too much money.
Yeah, it's a business decision.
Get his money back. He got it for free. You can't get money back when it's for free. Guys, we got to sign that cornerback that played one game for us against the Bill. I think his name. Shut up, Tom.
No.
Allen. Hey, I don't know what's worse, me mentioning Mullins or him mentioning Allen. Stop.
That wasn't even against the Bills. That was against the Dolphins.
The Dolphins, yeah. They're in the same division, but different team, brother. Knights, we got it for free. He got it for free. God, I'm reading things. Look at, and I don't have the glasses. Just I'm not smart.
You blind.
No, I don't know. I'm not smart. I learned how to read when I was 10 years old.
Ten?
I stopped wetting my bed when I was 15. That's why I couldn't have a girlfriend.
You must have had a water. You must have had a water bed growing up.
I made my own water bed, baby. Yep. That's gross. 15 years old. My brother,
Getting rid of.
one of my oldest brother, bro. Can you believe it or not? I not to get too crazy because we have kids watching and women. Not to be disrespectful, but my wife knows this. Everybody, I'm a leg man, not a breast. And my brother, when he was, I think, 5 years old, he was still being breastfed by my mother. Now I don't know who's more to blame, my mom or my brother. But my brother's always been a wuss, and to this day, he can never fight for himself. Can't. I always had to fight for him, and he's older for me. Always used to fight his battles. But that's what happened when you're 5 years old and still drinking out of your milk from your mom. I don't know, bro. I think at a certain age you got to stop, right?
I don't know. It depends. It's not. It may not be your mom.
Okay. Okay. Let's keep it classy, bro. I don't know where you're going with this, but I'm not following you. I'm staying right here.
Don't follow me.
Don't know. I'm not following you to the rabbit's hole. We're getting rid of Sherman because he is good. Stupid.
He said not good.
Oh no, he didn't.
He put not good underneath it.
Oh, I didn't see. Okay. I didn't read that part. Knight, I got that jersey for free. Return it back to Boston Hater. I'm pretty sure he'll love to put that jersey on the wall. Corey, help me out, Corey. I was shut up again. I need you to unshut me.
Sorry, Tom.
Mm. Hmm. 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 Mm.
You started it.
Mm-mm. Me praying. Anyway, guys, we hit an hour. Listen, it's the off season. We talk football. We talk some fun. We're here to, I'm gonna take a pause here. I know I'm supposed to be shut up, but because the show's ending, I gotta finish it. So thank you, Dina. Thank you for breaking that off of me. We gotta have fun. It's the off season. There's only so much you can talk about the 49ers in the off season. There's not many changes that have occurred between Friday and today. Okay. So there's going to be times we're going to talk foolish. We're going to have fun. We're just going to wing it. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed our show. You guys had fun. I'm going to try to make it as entertaining as possible. Even if I get yelled at by the Boston Hater, E-Man, and Florida Mike, as long as it is fun and entertaining to you guys, then I am absolutely doing my job. And I am looking forward to continue to do our shows on Mondays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, we're going to free call it. We're going to have fun. I am so blessed that we had the pleasure of having my boy E-Man tonight with me. E-Man, I cannot say enough how much I love you, bro, and how much I appreciate you. Yes, we get on each other's nerves. Yes, we kind of talk to each other. But at the end of the day, bro, I have much love and respect for you. You're one of my boys, as I do for all four of us on here and the rest of our viewers. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your guys' support. Thank you for watching. The N.W.A. podcast would not be what it is if it wasn't for you, the viewers. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge each and every one of you for your support and your commitment to this podcast. Now, I'm going to put my PayPal account, and everybody needs to give me $20,000 per week to support me. With that said, I am gone. God bless. Eric, once again, thank you for being here with me, brother, and holding it up with me. We missed Florida Mike. Florida Mike, we love you. You were here in spirit. And once again, we had our boy, the Boston Hater, doing a lot of hating in the comments. We love you too, brother. Have a good night. God bless. And we'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.